What's the best tracking device to locate a smartphone, a lost item, and see it on a map? The deal, which you won't believe, is coming right up. What's the best tracking system, from GPS location tracking to Bluetooth to Wi-Fi enabled tracking systems to find your cheating spouse, to find your lost purse, to find your pet? I've tested them all. And my solution today is something for a little bit more mainstream, because I've done some of the hardcore tracking devices. By the way, if you've never seen me before, the YouTube deal guy, Matt Granite, I hunt down deals by subscriber request. I've done all sorts of vehicle tracking systems in the past, but a very simple tracking system at an awesome price that you can use to locate anything is one of my favorite grabs. My big question for you watching right now, and feel free to leave me a comment, what's the last item that you couldn't find? What do you misplace often? What's the craziest place you've put something? I've left my smartphone in the fridge before. I've left cash in areas I don't even think you need to know about. And to be able to see it on a map is awesome. I'm going to take you through the full unboxing, but more importantly, just how this works in real time. If you want a link to this deal, expand the video description box right under me. I should mention TrackR, Pixel. They're not paying me to talk about them. So this is my legit thought on an Amazon Alexa device enabled system that you can also use with or without in your smartphone. Nice slim profile box, and you get a 5-pack with this price that I found. So for under 40 bucks, you get 5, and they're color coded. You also get free battery replenishment through a program, which is a really cool thing if you do register it, and they are offering at the time that you register. All right, let's open this up. Very nondescript, simple. Actually, this is nice packaging. So there you go. So you get your 5 trackers. 1, 2, and they have the key loops, which is really cool. And I've tested Tile and used many different competing tracking devices. There's something good about all of them, but I really like the price on this. And this includes the adhesive, the key loops, and then the setup guide, as well as this gift envelope. So here's the adhesives if you do want to put it on the back of like a remote control. So it's a high-grade adhesive. And then you get these gift envelopes, which is really cool, because you bought a 5-pack. If you wanted to give this to someone as a gift, you have the ability to do that. So that's very cool. All right, let's set this up. This works with both Apple and Android phones, any of the recent ones, but actually this goes back as far as the iPhone 4S, I believe, in terms of compatibility. So it is backward compatible, which is really nice. Here is the TrackR app. Let's install it. Now, the earlier versions of this app were not particularly good. It has seen some updates. You're going to need to give it some privacy control too, or you have to turn on like geolocations and things like that. Let's wait for this. All right, let's add a new device. So in this case, it's the TrackR Pixel. Name your device, smartphone. So all you have to do is keep the device near your phone and then press the clear button right here. You can pair it right now. Paired. Done. That paired in half a second. So this allows you to enable and retrace the steps from the prior locations of whatever it was that you were looking for. Awesome. So start searching. It starts ringing. You can stop your search. You can turn on alerts. Awesome. You can also create Wi-Fi safe zones. This works where the Wi-Fi safe zone will automatically disable separation alerts. So if you are connected to a specific Wi-Fi network, like at home or at work, and you're not worried about being disconnected from a device, you have the ability to actually keep that setting in check. The device separation alerts are an amazing feature. So you can actually ring your device when it gets left behind. So if your smartphone notices that the proximity between itself and the tracker has grown, or you have something on your bag and it's no longer near the other source that you're trying to track, this will automatically notify you and give you an alert, which is really cool. You can create custom rings and then the duration of the rings. We're going to add a new one right now. We're going to call this car keys. Pair it. Done. And we're going to add one more. And we're going to call this one Matt's dignity. Done. Saved. Paired. Done. Okay, let's put these into use. All right, I'm going to put the key tracker onto the keychain. So let's say I've misplaced my keys. You have usually a range of 30 to 50 feet, but the keys are down there. So let's go to the TrackR app and let's start searching. So my item was spotted, which is really cool. So I can see my item on a map. So I don't even actually have to do anything because it knows it's in range. And I know that beeping is really nerve-wracking. It's telling me that I can get a free battery. I don't want that right now. But I can actually see the item where it happens to be in our studio. And I can pinpoint it to a very close location, which is kind of incredible. And I like having that. And then I can also see the history of it, which is a phenomenal thing. Now let's look at the battery replacement program. I should mention that we've been running battery tests on some of these over a period of time. So let's see this free battery. Here we go. So it actually is completely free. And then I think there'll be a nominal fee for the shipping, which is a really cool thing if you do need a replacement battery. So that's a very cool feature tied to this. Another neat feature, which is similar to Tile, is that you can actually reverse track your smartphone. So let's say you do have your keys, they happen to be in your pocket, but you've no idea where your smartphone is, and it's somewhere within the vicinity of where you are. You can actually reverse track. So the same button right here can ring your phone. Let's say I want to search for my dignity. I can begin my search right now. And my dignity is apparently nearby. I can hear my dignity. I can also locate it on a map. And then when I'm done searching, I can immediately stop it. As you'll note, this is highly responsive, right? Many of the Bluetooth enabled tracking systems take a while for the commands and the receipt to be registered between the two devices. That's not a case on here. Now, it's occurred to me that during this demonstration, I have actually used the wrong key fob for the keys in the smartphone. So for the sake of this, let's just call the smartphone the car keys because I'm an idiot. So let's remove this and let's just go with a typical Android device. And maybe you have a case for this, maybe you don't, maybe you want to track the case. You'll see that is actually a pretty easy way to go about it. We'll put the tracker on here. This goes right on here. And you can still use your phone if you wanted to. For me personally, I would use the Find My Phone feature and not use a tracker, but some people have privacy concerns over that, or perhaps you want to rely upon something that's audible, but to this extent, you have the ability to do that. So you can see the phone is pretty much on an angle now. I don't know if I would use it, but we can search for all of our devices side by side. So there you go, this is going. It's nice, it lights up. It's a really good tracking system. For the Alexa voice integration, you have to enable the Find My Phone skill by TrackR. Alexa, enable the Find My Phone skills by TrackR. So here's a really cool thing. Going through the setup procedure, there's a lot of security things that are in place, but I'm actually getting a call from my Echo device. Hello?
Have you found your phone? Why not try our new guessing game? Say, Alexa, open Guess My Name.
Not creepy. So this is now done. This is enabled. Alexa, ask TrackR for my PIN code. So I got the PIN, it's set up. My bubble tea is on the way. Alexa, ask TrackR to find my smartphone.
It was last seen recently at or somewhere near Healing from Within. Shall I ring it for you?
Yes.
I ask your phone to start ringing.
So Alexa is now ringing my smartphone, which is really, really cool. If you want to score this TrackR Pixel deal, just expand the video description box right under me. I don't know how long it'll be around at this price, but that is a great grab if you are interested. And if there's other items you'd like me to test, I'd be more than happy to do that. I have a lot of time on my hands now that I have this. So if you do want any suggestions made, just list them below. And if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, this is what you can do. Click on my head right here. That'll subscribe you to this channel. If you need help turning on your notifications or leaving a comment, click up there. And that last big roundup of deals I did over here.